Joe Jones.
I was reared back, relaxed in my recliner at home, just about to go to sleep, when out from under my couch slithered a snake! Snake in the house! I jumped up out of the recliner and I headed to the garage to get my shovel. You know, the primitive male instinct to kill the intruder. The snake went under the couch, and then when I came back, had become totally entwined in all my stereo wires, you know, digital cables and fiber optics and all that. And I took that shovel and I was just about to jam that snake when a rational thought occurred to me. I'll damage about $500 worth of equipment if I get that snake with this shovel. Is it worth it? Then I thought, how do I get the snake out? I tried probing it, and that snake would crawl back and hiss. It was upset. You know, you've heard of herding cats. How do you herd snakes? I couldn't figure it out. How do I get this snake out? I even resorted to singing Barbara Streisand. Thinking I would get anything out of the house. The snake wouldn't move. I had to go to bed that night with that snake in my house. Stuffed towels under the door, you know. Now you want to start rumors, go to work and tell them you've got a snake in your house. They'll come up with more suggestions. One guy came in and said, mothballs. Get mothballs. They eat mothballs. That'll take care of them. Just put them around the house. You'll never have a problem. So that afternoon, what do? I stop by and get 6 bags of mothballs. I get home and I put them all over the inside perimeter of the house with the idea, this will flush the snake out. Well, in about 2 hours, I don't know if it flushed the snake out, but it flushed me out of the house. I couldn't stay there. I had to stay over at my sister's place that night. Got up early the next morning, came back to my home, and put a big oscillating fan in the living room to air the house out. Left the doors open and the windows up while I was at work. Went to work, and of course the first question was, well, what happened to the snake? And I told them I put mothballs all around the inside of the house, and they had a big laugh because the guy who told me this, his idea was to put them around the outside of the house to prevent the snake from getting in. Get home that afternoon. I walked through the garage door into the living area, and my cat, my cat, now those people live there, my cat was frozen. And its eyes were big. It's like a bird dog, you know, pointing, and I thought, that cat sees something. I wonder if it sees. And I looked over there, and I've got a little round coffee table with a drape that goes all the way to the floor. And I looked over there, and that cat was looking right at that drape, and the drape moved. And I thought, I've got him now. So where do I go? Shovel. Out to the garage, get the shovel, yeah, you know, go ahead, get the shovel, come back, and I'm ready to hit it. Just ready to jam that shovel into that drape, because I know the snake's there. And another rational thought occurred. I've got a lamp on this table, I've got a telephone, I've got a bunch of pictures. If I do this, I'm going to damage all of it. And at that moment, my pant leg moved. And I'm thinking, what the? And then I happened to look over. You remember that oscillating fan in the middle of the living room floor? Every time that thing would sweep, it would cause that drapery to move. And it caused my pant leg to move. And I looked over there, and my cat, if you can imagine this, is dying laughing. The cat's on its back with its leg kicking over the air. So I go out to return the shovel to where? The garage. As I went out there, I stopped. And there were a couple of cardboard boxes out there. Between those boxes, I could see about that much of it. So I took my shovel, and I thought, he's not even going to see this or feel this. I went, bam, 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 bam. And I noticed he wasn't moving very much. So I took the shovel, lifted the cardboard box up, and discovered I had just shredded my 10-speed bicycle inner tube. When is this going to end? The next day I go to work, and they're asking what happened to the snake. And I said, you know, I don't know. But that day I remember I called Trapper Jack. Trapper Jack will come out to your house and dispose of any varmint for $3,000. And he told me, he said, but do you know where the snake is? And I said, well, no. He said, well, that'll be another $500 to find it.
Oh, my God.
I know. I'm thinking, I've already got one snake in my house. Why would I want to invite another one? And finally, I decided to call Hillsborough Animal Control Services. Somebody suggested it. It was a smart suggestion. And what happened was, I got this lady on the phone. She was very calm. She said, don't injure that snake. It's probably harmless. Won't hurt anything. And she said, do you have a garbage can? I said, yeah. She said, do you have a heating pad? I said, yeah. She said, put the heating pad inside the garbage can where you last saw the snake. Plug in the heating pad and the snake will be attracted to the heat. Have the garbage can lid near the garbage can, and in the morning when you come in, the snake will be in there coiled up on the heating pad. Just put the lid over the garbage can, take it out front, we'll come by and pick it up. I'm thinking, well, all right. It's got to work better than mothballs, you know. And so I rolled my sleeves up. And I set the trap. Had my garbage can over there. Put the heating pad in it. Plugged it in, tested. Went to bed that night. Slept peacefully. Woke up the next morning. And I tiptoed into the living room. And I looked over there inside the garbage can. And sure enough, inside that garbage can, coiled up on the heating pad, was the cat. Cat's in there like, what? You know, hey, this is all right. Folks, I have lived in that house for a long, long time. And to this day, I have no idea what happened to that snake. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my snake story.